Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back now, pressure on its way. He put everything he had into this one. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're left with 4th and short. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 21, escapes the pocket. His first throw is an interception. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, kid, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He'll take this at the 10. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And this one does not go far. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buying some time right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From midfield now. Oh, put some heat on this deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets. This
is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here he goes on the bootleg. He rolls to his right. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defense relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Here he is on 3rd and long. has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Brought in left side by Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Still sticking with the passing game. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers break the tie here in the first. McPherson to add the point after. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. Wow, nearly the unthinkable. He almost turned the block into 2 points, but they caught up to him at the very last second for the tackle. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This taken from the 12. He lost the football. Oh, man, lucky break there. He falls on it himself. We nearly saw their problems really start to snowball following that touchdown. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
3rd down run with Brooks. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That's the end of the first quarter and our first Sunday night game of the season. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. On first down, they'll run. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Able to find Jones. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. And it's picked off, but, oh, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Has a man. It's Brooks. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Hands off here for Brooks. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a field goal game. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field. The 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to the well again. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers lined up with a 2nd and 8. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Finds his target, Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
They'll run here on first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing from the gun. Chased out to his right. Jones reels it in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now it's second and goal from the 1. Another chance for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw on third and goal. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push the lead to 2 scores now. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting at the 10. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This is taken in at the 13. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
They go play action on first. That's complete. Here's Brooks. Still has some space inside the 35. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Receiver in motion, headed right. And he's brought down for a loss.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. This throw is caught. Yes, the Carolina touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Escapes out to the left. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Back to throw it. This one's quickly to Jones. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
To throw here on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Completes this one to Hill. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. They go play action here. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Lone back gets the handoff. Has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He'll get this one to Brooks.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Breaks it. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 38 out of the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Play action on 1st down. Rolling down to his left. Has it down close. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. He keeps it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, Man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He's going to throw this one. Taking his shot deep down the field. He's got it deep downfield. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push this to an 8-point game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Return coming from the 14. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Headed out right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
Buys time, rolling right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. They're going play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Hits his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They put a receiver in motion here left. From the 17. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Third down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Going for it with Brooks. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Panthers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back-to-back carries here. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Finds a man right side. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Buccaneers lead by only 2. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. He'll look to throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Panthers have some new life in the 4th. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental, not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here he is to throw. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. to the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. Buying some time left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. This is Brooks heading left. Still has room inside the 15. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. Tampa spends its second timeout now. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. They go to a knee here. No need to push it for the end zone. They're going to try to set up the game-winning kick. Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. So everything comes down to this from Jake Bates. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The kick is good. He got it. And their season will begin with a win. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up